This is Dr. Divya. Here I am discussing about the pathogen factor for successful disease development and identify stages in disease development. So be familiar with disease triangle. These are our objectives. Disease triangle factor for successful disease development. So first we are discussing about properties of pathogen, properties of host and properties of environment. And the second one is stages in disease development. First one is inoculation, penetration, infection, growth and reproduction, dissemination. So what is a disease triangle? Disease triangle means when susceptible hosts interact with virulent pathogen in favorable environment, this creates disease. So these are the principal factor: pathogen, host, and environment. So, three important components of plant disease: susceptible host, virulent pathogen, favorable environment. For disease to occur, all three of these must be present. So, when host and pathogen don't interact with each other in environment, so no disease occur, and then these are interacted with each other, then occurs slight disease and severe disease. So, in next factor for successful disease development. So properties for pathogen: level of virulence, adaptability, dispersal efficiency, survival efficiency, and reproductive fitness. And second one is properties of host: susceptibility, growth stages and form, population density and structure, and general health. Third one is properties of environment like temperature, rainfall, leaf fatness, soil properties, and wind. Stages in disease development: these are the stages in disease development: inoculation, penetration, infection, growth and reproduction, dissemination of pathogen. Inoculation. So, what is inoculation? The arrival of pathogen on the host. So, the pathogen that land on the host and any part of the pathogen that can initiate infection. Primary inoculation: an inoculation that survives the dormant period and causes the first infections. Primary infections like infection caused by primary inoculum. Secondary inoculum like an inoculum produced from primary infection. Secondary infection like infection caused by secondary inoculum. So, what is the landing of inoculum? So, most of is carried by wind, water, insects. Only a small number actual lands on susceptible plants. Vector-borne pathogens are much more efficient since the vectors have an attraction for plants. For example, germination of spores and seeds on fungus, hatching of nematode eggs, attachment of pathogen to hosts like virus and bacteria, recognition between host and pathogen recognitions the host. So second one is a penetration. So the initial invasion of a host by a pathogen, direct penetration, penetration through natural opening, penetration through wounds, and direct penetration like direct with hysteria, direct with subcuticular, direct intercellular mycelium, direct intercellular mycelium with hysteria, direct with episodium, penetration spag, and intercellular mycelium. So the most common type of penetration by fungi and nematode, and the only type of parasitic plants. Fungi use a fine hyphae produced by a spore mycelium or penetration spec produced by an episodium. This is a form at the point of contact with the host. The penetration is through the mechanical force and softening of the cell wall by an enzyme. Most fungi form an episodium at the end of the germ tube. Then a penetration peck emerges from the flat surface of the episodium and pierces the cuticle and cell wall. So the peck grows into the fine hyphae and then reaches a normal diameter once it is inside the cell. So as in the case of the apple scab, the fungus penetrates only the cuticle and stays between the cuticle and the cell wall. Parasitic plants penetrates the same way. So direct with hysteria, we can see in these images. These are the spores which penetrate the cell wall. Direct with hysteria. So direct subcuticular, and this diagram shows the direct intercellular mycelium. So this diagram shows the direct with the presodium penetrates bag and intracellular interactions mycelium. Penetrations through natural opening like stomata and lenticule, hydatodes. In the first diagram, we can see the lenticule and penetration with stomata, and so penetrations through wounds, through various types of wounds, natural like cracks between main and lateral roots, opening made by fungus, and infections. So establishment of pathogen with the vulnerable cells or tissues of the host and obtain the nutrition from them. Successful infections will produce symptoms. So incubation period, the time and interval between inoculation and the appearance of disease symptoms. Latent infections, the state in which a host is infected with a pathogen but doesn't show any symptoms. Fourth one is growth and reproduction. The pathogen will grow and multiply within the infected host. Fungi, multiplication by spores. Viruses replicated by the cell. Nematode reproduced by means of egg. These are the growth and reproductions. So pathogen are disseminated by several ways: by air, while airborne. Spores touch wet surfaces, get trapped, air movement stops, rains wash out. So from the air brought down by air drops, winds also help the spreading by blowing away rain splash droplets containing pathogens. By water. So pathogen in the soil, disseminations by rain, irrigations, water that moves on the surface through soil, by insects, nematodes and other vectors, transmitted by insects during feeding movement from plant to plant. Nematode can also transmit virus internally. So in last, these are the disseminations by seeds and transplanting process, transported to other fields, are sold and transported to other areas. So through by human, through handling of disease and healthy plants, tools, pruning and shears, transporting contaminated soil on their feed, equipment, contaminated container, using infected seal and nursery stocks. So these, so we are discussed about the pathogen factor